Hey, Chet here. Thanks for clicking on my video. I make YouTube videos for a living, and I gotta say, I love my job. I get to do video game-related things all day, which got me thinking, which video game characters love their jobs? Which characters devote themselves 110% to their occupation and don't even get glory out of it? Which 10 non-playable characters love their jobs? Well, I did some soul searching and I actually wrote a list up right here. And since you clicked on my video, I suppose I could read it to you.
Hello YouTube and welcome to Heemin's Top 10 Non-Playable Characters That Love Their Jobs a Lot. That's a mouthful. I don't even think it'll fit in the YouTube title. Alright, let's think of something more professional. Professional, that's it! Heemin's Top 10 Professional Characters in Video Games! An opinion piece. Before we jump into the meat and potatoes of this video, we need to set up some rules. 1. Per series. 2. The character is not playable. Some of them may be manipulated by you or ordered by you, but they themselves are professional. And bonus points for dressing professionally. Infantry class soldiers from the Advanced Wars games. They shoot, they capture buildings, and they're inexpensive. For being inexpensive, they are unfortunately highly expendable, whether as a diversion or a sacrifice to lower the HP of an enemy unit. Infantries in the Advanced Wars have a short and meaningless life, but not all infantry are created equal, especially in the first 3 Advanced Wars games before Days of Ruin came along and destroyed the game's legacy. So the infantry that I think are the bravest of the braves are the ones that are assigned to Grit's battalion. You see, all COs in Advanced Wars specialize in something, and our main man Grit specializes in sniper units. So, when you have a unit that cannot attack adjacent to them, what do? Well, you make sure that allies are always standing next to you as a shield. And what's the cheapest shield? Meat. I can just imagine a meeting in the Blue Moon's recruitment office. Very cool. I am being deployed to Olaf's army, tank division. Where are you headed? Grit's army, infantry. Oh no, I'm so sorry. But the brave soldiers who stand their grounds are quickly avenged, and they get a place on my list. They do their jobs till the very end, even though their boss throws them away like garbage. Oh, by the way, Intelligent Systems, when you're done with your steampunk DeviantArt side project in the next Fire Emblem game, do you think you could revive Advanced Wars? Yeah, thanks. XCOM soldiers are another group of soldiers who are unfailingly loyal and willing to fight and die for their world, and while all of their bravery deserves recognition, I think there's one specific soldier that deserves special recognition. But just who is this soldier? Well, the game calls them the Volunteer, but since the game allows for a wide array of customization for your soldiers, I'm naming my Volunteer Filk McFuzz, and I'm giving her blue hair. In the final mission of the game, your soldiers are fighting bravely to kill all the aliens that have been terrorizing the planet, and after your sniper puts a plasma laser through the lead Ethereal's head, crap starts to go down. And the Ethereals must not have had a lot of faith in their plan, because as soon as the leader dies, the ship goes into Eat the Planet mode. And the Volunteer, not only because she signed up for psychic and genetic manipulation, knows, because her armor tells her, that the ship is about to eat the planet. So, she throws her fellow soldiers off the ship so they can get to safety, and then she pilots the ship up into outer space, where she's consumed by a supernova capable of destroying the planet. Which, in my book, is not only incredibly professional, but extremely hardcore too! Now let's step away from the dirt and grit of modern-day soldier who live and die because of a misplaced sense of duty, and go to a woman in a fantasy world who fights, dies, carries hundreds of pounds of junk out of a misplaced sense of duty. Housecarl Lydia. Yes, I know most of the companion characters in Skyrim will do the same things as Lydia, but everybody knows Lydia because she is a very professional character that everyone gets for playing the main story of Skyrim for about an hour. And let me tell you, she is professional. Me personally, I prefer my invincible god of a companion, Barbarous. Oh, just look at him taking on those 2 giants in a mammoth like it's nothing. If I attempt the same thing, well, it doesn't go quite so well. But if you're more honor-bound than me, you may want a mortal to help you. And why not use Lydia? She's your sword and shield. And so are your sword and shield. She'll follow you on all of your foolhardy errands. Alright, Lydia, let's kill that water geyser monster. Yeah! Wait, What's that? Screw the geyser monster. There's a freaking dragon up there. Let's kill it instead. Ah! Aptly stated, Lydia. Lydia, help! He's eating me! Alright, Lydia, round 2. I realized what went wrong. You were under-equipped and I was over-equipped. So you take my orcish armor and we'll try to get the speed on the monster. Ah! Actually, Lydia, I think you were the problem. So sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
Lydia, no! Why would you do this to me?
You know, almost all the psychopaths in Dead Rising could take a place on this list. Most of them are classified as psychopaths because even after the world has fallen apart, they stay hard at work at their job. Oh, that and they try to kill you. But one psychopath that stands out a little more for his professionalism than everyone else is Steven. He's a store clerk who even one day after the zombie infection wears his collared shirt and apron and kept the zombies out of Sion's grocery store. The place is spotless and he only wants to kill you because you're here to rob and vandalize his store. And honestly, anybody who cares about their job in the customer service industry is a trooper. Hey Steven, you think you're gonna kill me with your spiky shopping cart? What are you gonna do when I climb up here? He shot me! You don't like vandalism, eh? What about this, Steven? And this! He shot me! Even after you kill Steven, he cries about how his death will stop him from taking care of his food stores and customers. Even his final defiant breath of life is making sure that the register he died at gets cleaned up.
Clean up! Register 6!
Although we never see Bane, he is awesome at what he does. He is the man you need if you're ever gonna pull off a heist. He's the one who organizes everything, puts the heist together, and gets you an escape with it ride within a matter of minutes. But where Bane really shines is his silver tongue. The skill to convince a police chief to reduce a man's 18 consecutive life sentences for murdering several cops in the line of duties to 3 minutes or less is something that makes you the most influential man who ever lived. And not only does he get you off scot-free, he actually convinces the police to give you back your 2 deadly assault rifles with full ammo, but the full tactical armor you brought along for your heist.
He thinks he can sit this one out and still get a share? I see why they call him Bane.
Oh man, when I thought of this list, I thought of several candidates from the Pokemon universe. For example, any Pokemon willing to use the move Explosion. That right there is dedication. But I also have to give the criminal leaders of Pokemon are quite professional, not only because they plan extremely complicated heists for years, but they also control a ton of grunts. And they keep their plans together even after huge setbacks. I mean, I give up on things I want after the smallest bit of opposition.
Alright, long day. I am ready to play some Wii U. As I said, time to watch some TV.
But overall, they give up after enough defeats, which leads me to consider Elite Four champions. Whenever you meet these giants, they are well dressed and aware. Not to mention, they are one of the best trainers in the land, and anyone who wants to face these behemoths has to endure a great amount of trials, meaning that they probably hardly ever get a chance to use their skills. But then you remember Lance, who more than likely passes his downtime hanging out with bikini babes and playing blackjack, until his butler comes in.
Excuse me, Master Lance.
What is it, Jives?
A promising trainer has just challenged Lady Agatha.
Alright, sorry ladies, but we're gonna have to call this match a little short. You're gonna need to go into my side room while I defeat this trainer. Jives, fetch me my illegally low-level Dragonites that know barrier.
Excellent choice, sir.
So my final choice from the Pokemon universe is gym leaders. Why? Because they don't get too much an opportunity to use their skills either. They must sit at the hardest to reach area in the gym, and sometimes in hellish environments if it's an ice or a fire type gym. They can't have blackjack babes either because they're usually within eyesight of all of their trainers. So, number 5 is all gym leaders. Except Whitney. Give me my badge, you crybaby!
What are you buying? This man would easily be in my top 3 of top 10 video game characters if I made a list like that. Everything about him is just too cool. The game would be much more difficult without him, and his voice is amazing. But I'm assuming he loves his job. I mean, you'd have to stay in the most dangerous work environment of all time. I mean, it probably helps that Leon brings you millions of pesetas, but to set up a shooting range and to update your stock all for one man, just while keeping up your awesome voice and service with a smile, even after being infected with the Lost Plagas virus, it's just plain dedication, man.
You guys know the Mailman? Because if you do, I can move right on. This guy is about as dedicated as they come. But if you don't know, I'll go and tell you why. Running around the dangerous world of Hyrule, whatever your job is, that should get you props. Loving an animal that embodies speed and then giving an untold amount of cash from your own pocket so that you might do your job better? That's pretty dedicated. Refusing to compromise your schedule and escape a city that is clearly marked for destruction? That's pretty freaking dedicated. Also, he's in Super Mario Sunshine.
Weighing in at 2 tons of awesomeness, standing at 10'3", the Royal Knight of Leolis, Frederick!
Seriously, if you were a knight, what would that mean to you? Maybe if there's a skirmish, you'd throw on a suit of armor and ride into battle. That's probably what's required of you, but you know what Frederick does? He accompanies the prince everywhere and deals out more damage than anyone else in the armor. He polishes armors, mends tents, clears gravel, and starts campfire. Honestly, he is the hardest working man you can even imagine, and I think he enjoys it. For a look at his dedication, you just need to look at him and Crom's support conversation.
I've completed my patrol of the encampment, my lord. All appears to be in order. I found no sign of the enemy nearby. I believe we are safe here for the night.
Good to hear. Thank you, Frederick.
While on my rounds, I took it upon myself to inspect our weaponry as well. I placed any items that showed exceptional wear outside your pavilion. Be your choice to sell or repair them, sire. I recommend swift action.
Oh, well, you have been busy. Your work ethic always impresses, Frederick. I almost feel lazy by comparison.
Nonsense! I've done nothing more than my duty as a knight of Ulysse. Oh, I beg your pardon, my lord, but I notice you often cause a ruckus when training. With that in mind, I reinforce the tents near any open areas you're likely to use.
Yes, I see. Sorry for your trouble.
No trouble at all, my lord. Happy to help. Also, with the nights growing colder, I've procured blankets from a nearby village and readied a variety of colors so you might pick which one best suits you. If I may be so bold, sire. Peach would seem to best flatter your complexion, but perhaps blue, just to be safe? Yes, that's best. Blue it is. Here you are, my lord. Also, 2 sets of spares, just in case.
Frederick, do you never tire?
Of course not, my lord. I am here to serve. Ah, one final thing. I've taken measures to raise troop numbers and morale. I had an artisan create posters emblazoned with your noble image. It is my lord in a bold pose, naked, save for a scale in one hand and a sword in the other. At your feet, I scrawled our new recruiting motto, Crom wants you. I had them pinned inside each and every tent. Surely troop numbers will be thrilled to rally around their common leader, my lord.
Wait, you did what? In whose? You hung this pic in everyone's tent?
No need for thanks, my lord. Merely doing my duty. And that concludes my report for today. Rest well, sire.
The mark of an immature man is that he wants to die nobly for a cause, while the mark of a mature man is that he wants to live humbly for one. J.D. Stallinger. So far, I have shown you a list of a great many people who would almost certainly lay down their lives if their job demanded of them, and in most cases, they may very well get the chance. But my pick for the #1 most professional character in video games is someone who lives their life dedicated as an assistant to someone who gave up on their duties long ago. Picture it, an abandoned hellscape devoid of life or care. Anyone with half a mind would have left years ago when Pokemon X and Y came out. But not Isabelle. This little pup greeted many a mayor in June of 2013. She took on the busy work of running most of the town while the mayor dawdled and caught fish. But months after the popularity died down, the mayor left. Weeds and bamboo overtook the city. But who got dressed in business casual every day, coiffed their hair, and came to work? Isabelle. I popped in to capture footage for the game, and she was worried that I had left. She even admits that while she sleeps, she dreams of work. I honestly wish I could promote her to mayor, because look at the town. I'm not worthy of the title, but Isabelle works like a dog to keep the town up and running, and she will continue to do so until the internal battery of this cartridge dies. So there you have it. Heemin top 10 professional characters in video games. 10 characters who devote themselves wholeheartedly to their jobs, just like me, if I weren't so incurably lazy. But hey, if you're not lazy like me, why don't you type up a quick little comment in the box below of video game characters who come to mind when you think of professionalism. Actually, I know those 2 characters are a running joke for me, but they would have been right at home on this list. Well, farewell. Go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to catch any more video game top 10s from a lazy idiot. So that's the video, professionally edited together if I might say so. No, actually it probably sucked, especially the audio, am I right? Well, I've got more videos that are edited together like this, and that the audio's crappy on. I've got the top 10 rocks in video games, that's the most recent top 10 I make, and I make lots of top 10s. Kind of like the top 10 cats in video games as well. But I also do other stuff on this channel that aren't top 10s. For example, right now I'm reviewing a series of games that I got from a druggie, so the most recent one you can check there, there'll be more upcoming soon. And, you know, I also have a Let's Play channel. I think the audio's a little better on that, oddly enough. We're doing a Sapphire Alpha Nuzlocke thing right now, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and click on it. If not, you can just listen to this song. I love it.